So in this video I'm going to talk about my Black Friday movie haul, because what's the point of having a movie theater if you don't have anything to watch on it? So basically once a year, I only buy movies once a year, and it's always around Black Friday, and most of them I get through Best Buy. I think the movie I spent the most on was like Ford versus Ferrari, which is $15, and I got Once Upon a Time in Hollywood for about the same, but it was a steelbook, which is kind of cool. And this is my way to support the movie industry. I mean, I go to the movies as much as I can. I got 3 kids, so it's hard for me to get out a lot, and it costs a lot to go. But I believe in physical format still. I collect vinyl. I even collect old vintage vinyl. Buy CDs still, because I'm not gonna. I subscribe to like a streaming service, but I have an old Macintosh stereo which I like to listen to, and I kind of feel that you at least need to use a CD. It seems right, or I'll play a record on it. I still don't have a lot of time to watch that many movies anymore. To listen to too many records, But anyway, this is going to be a very long-winded video, and that's how it is. It's a ton of movies. I kind of want to go through each one. I'm going to give my hot take on it. We're not going to give like a little review or anything. I'm just going to say whether I liked it or not, and maybe some points on it. Let's start with Midway. Liked it a lot. Great Atmos track. Got this one in 4K. Recommend. Not the best war movie ever, but pretty good. Birds of Prey. Thought it was honestly a lot better than I thought it would be. Pretty good. I'd recommend it. It's not a bad way to spend 2 hours of your time. Overlord. Great Atmos track. Has great airplane crashing, zombie, Nazi zombies, you name it. This movie's got it all. Good movie, like it. I always buy the best picture of the year. I try to. Last year was Parasite. This year's going to be a little weirder. I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll see. I liked it. First Blood. Pretty good. I don't have any Rambo movies. Actually, got a few more here. Pretty good Stallone movie. John Rambo gets trapped in a jungle, Vietnam vet. Pretty good. Liked it. Gremlins, classic movie. You got the Mogwais that turn into Gremlins if they eat after midnight. Love the movie from my childhood. Saw it so many times. Rocketman. Only seen it once. Obviously, I love Elton John. Got a couple of his records. Great soundtrack, of course. Good film. I like the style of filming. It's kind of like a different biopic kind of style. And Taron Egerton. I knew he was ready for the part because he sang an Elton John song in the movie Sing. That's like a kid's movie. If you haven't seen it, it's pretty good too. And it was almost like an audition for this movie. Joker. Love Joaquin Phoenix. Pretty much everything since early in his career. Love him. And this is a great performance. Like The Master more, honestly, but this is really good. The Goonies. Hey, you guys. What else do I have to say about The Goonies? Great. Never seen it in 4K, so that's going to be cool. Do the truffle shuffle and all that stuff in 4K. Knives Out. Great whodunit movie. Liked it. Daniel Craig does his southern drawl accent. you know, great cast, pretty good mystery movie. Highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. 1917. Now this is awesome. Kind of like a one take film, World War I epic, I guess. Great Atmos track. Really great movie. Solid movie. Honestly, probably would wish this would have won Best Picture over Parasite, but you know, this is my Best Picture right here. 1917. Hulk. Edward Norton plays the Hulk. I like this movie. I saw it a ton of times when it came out. I still think it holds up pretty good. I mean, doesn't hold, not as good as some of the newer Marvel movies, but I think he's like the second best Hulk. I mean, you got Ruffalo's obviously. I mean, he's proven himself to be number one. I mean, he's been in so many of the movies, but he was pretty good. Honestly, Bannon wasn't that bad either, but it is what it is. Ruffalo won, and he's still winning. Casino. Oh man, I love this movie. I just love Martin Scorsese too. Anything he does is great. Even what was The Irishman, the newest one from Netflix? I thought that was pretty good too. But if you haven't seen Casino, great movie. On the longer side, but totally worth the watch. Shorter than The Irishman though, but I would kind of prefer this in a Glass. Thought it was okay, but still holds up. I think he did it on a pretty low budget. Given that, it was great. Like Split more, and Unbreakable. Of course, this is kind of like this. I guess Split was a sequel, but this is the real sequel to Unbreakable. Great, good. I liked it. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Instant coming of age teen movie that pretty much spawned a bunch of other ones. Sean Penn plays Piccoli, of course. Eats pizza famously in was it Mr. Hand's classroom? Great movie, love it. Ford v Ferrari. I love racing movies. I in fact ordered. I'm talking about another movie. I ordered Days of Thunder. It's not here. It hasn't come in time. It's like back ordered or something. But boy, I love this movie. Great soundtrack. How, especially like in a really good. I saw this in theaters, and I've seen it here as well. And it really, the home release in Blu-ray really holds up. Like the way the sound moves across the screen and across the back of you when the cars are going by, that's really great. And Bale is always great. Damon rules. I just love this movie. Love it. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Classic. Saw this when I was a kid. What else can I say? I mean, Roger Rabbit. It's an instant classic right here. I didn't have it on Blu-ray. I don't think I've ever seen it in anything higher than DVD quality, so I'm kind of looking forward to see this. Tombstone, 90s Western, kind of, this can kind of go along with like Unforgiven maybe. Probably not as good as Unforgiven, of course, but this is really good. It's got Kurt Russell as playing Wyatt Earp, and what was his name? Val Kilmer as Doc Holliday. So, yeah, great movie. Top Gun. What else? Don't have to say much. I mean, got Cruise, fighter pilot, jet airplanes, 80s movie. It's got the whole package really. And I haven't seen any in 4K Blu-ray, and I'm looking forward to it. Enchanted. I have a 6-year-old girl, so she likes this movie, and I thought it would be nice to have for her to watch once in a while. But yeah, Amy Adams is great. She really makes you believe that she was a cartoon character. Really good. I actually like this movie. Alita Battle Angel. Actually comes with a 3D version, which is kind of cool. I haven't seen it in 3D. I liked it. It's got pretty good special effects. Pretty good action. It's out there, but I like it. I definitely give this a nod and watch it again. Waterworld. Wow. Incredibly expensive to film. Famously expensive. Did not perform well, I hear, or what I read. But when this movie came out, I actually liked it a lot. So, I mean, I saw it when I was a kid. I thought it was really cool. They got like jet skis and like rusted oil tanker. What else can you ask for? Great movie. Full Metal Jacket. Arguably not arguably, the best basic training scenes ever filmed. Hands down. This is it right here. Can't recommend anything that Kubrick does is gold. This movie is awesome. Long Shot. This actually surprised me. I thought this was a good movie. Funny, had some good laughs. Sharon and Rogan had surprisingly some pretty good chemistry. Highly recommend it. So this is a Superman triple pack. We got Superman, the movie, Superman 2 with the Kryptonian criminals, and Superman Returns. All in triple pack. I think I paid $15 for this, so $5 each. I thought it was a good deal. And it's Superman, what else do I need to say? This is the good Superman. Some of the newer... I mean, I actually like Henry Cavill and the newer Supermans, and they get a lot of flack. I just do think he does go a little dark. And, he's probably depicting... I haven't really followed the comic books, and I'm sure there's a comic book where he does get like that. I don't know if people want to see that on screen. But, good Superman. Midsommar. This is one of the craziest movies I've seen in a while. Boy. Like a Swedish cult. They're in Sweden. It's all basically in daylight, and it's still scary as hell. Love this movie. Can't recommend it enough, but just it's out there. It's pretty scary. It's got drugs and psychedelic stuff too, and it's crazy. Recommend it. Great movie. Us. Jordan Peele's sophomore movie. I would say it's almost as good as Get Out. Atomic Blonde. I haven't seen it in 4K, looking forward to it. Charlize Theron is a badass, kicking ass. Great movie. Another James McAvoy movie in here too. BlacKkKlansman. I have liked a lot of stuff that Spike Lee... I kind of watch everything he does, and I think I've liked most of everything. And this is a really good entry in his catalog. If you haven't seen it, great. Pretty good movie. Lighthouse. I think it was shot. It's all in black and white. Good movie. If you haven't seen it. Pacific Rim. Mostly bought this for the Atmos track. Thought the first one was better, but this was pretty good. It's got, like I said, good sound for the theater. Fast and the Furious, I guess F8, The Fate of the Furious. I see these are, at this point, they're like, what are they going to do next? But I watched them all. I absolutely loved the first one when it came out because I just love cars. So, I don't know. Now they got like a military submarine here. So let's see what they do in the 9th one. Mortal Engines. Sometimes it's okay to have a movie that's just pretty good. I'm gonna link to a Patrick Williams video who talks about the movie that's just okay. We need filmmakers to take chances, and they took chances with this, and it's pretty good. Now Judy, Renee Zellweger won the Oscar for Best Actress. I mean, the performance is great. You know, she kicks butt. You know, if you're not into that kind of like, it's a pretty good biopic. She lives she has a sad life. She's very lonely, and you know, it's always like alcohol and drugs. It always gets you. But yeah, pretty good movie. This is another. A lot of people gave this movie a lot of flack, and I think I got it for $4, and I think it's worth $4. It's okay. Again, it's another one of those like you know, it's okay. It's a pretty okay movie, and that's all I gotta say about that. Les Mis. I didn't have this one, and I think Anne Hathaway won. Was it best supporting, and I think she was on screen for less than 10 minutes or something. I mean, it's a great movie. You know, it's all sung live with microphones. I liked it. Uncut Gems. This was a very tense movie. It might be difficult for me to watch again, honestly. The guy is just... I'm not a risk taker like this guy. I've never been much of a gambler. And this guy is just, I mean, I'm sure there's people like this out there, but I was like, no, don't do that. Stop. Just while you're ahead. But he just kept going. And then watch the movie. It's definitely worth a watch. Sandler kicks ass. Really good. Dr. Sleep. The sequel to The Shining. Boy. Definitely, I mean, not as good as The Shining, but I don't think the material is pretty good. But it has some pretty interesting ideas with these like gypsy-like people that suck the life force out of children. That's pretty nuts. Mike Flanagan. I mean, if you haven't seen The House on Hill, the Haunting of Hill House and The Haunting of Bly Manor. I mean, Hill House is just a masterpiece. I can't recommend that enough, but I'm following his career very closely. Anything he does, I'm down. Good movie. Casino Royale. Didn't have this, I mean, the first Daniel Craig Bond movie. You know, I might give Skyfall the nod for best one, but this is maybe number 2. But boy, is this great. Good old-fashioned Bond. Quantum of Solace. You know, actually, I haven't seen this in so long, I don't even remember it. That's why I bought it. I wanted to watch it again. Spectre. I don't even remember what happened in this one, too. But that's... Now I can watch it again. Oh, Terminator Dark Fate. Oh, I love this one. It was a box, I guess it bombed, sort of. I mean, I guess it did okay, but it certainly didn't do as good, and this might have been the end of the franchise. But boy, I really loved this one. And it's got some great action. It really gives your subs a workout. There's like 2 or 3 scenes I literally always watch them with my new subs, and I love this movie. Ad Astra. Liked this movie a lot. Thought had a really good grounded vision of what space travel could be in the not so distant future. Absolutely loved the chase down and like shootout on the moon. I thought that was cool. But yeah, and good science fiction movie. The Help. Good movie. Emma Stone's great. Octavia Spencer and Viola Davis are great too. Still relevant today with a lot of stuff that's going on. Also worth another watch if you haven't seen it, or if you haven't seen it at all. Pretty Woman. You know, classic Richard Gere and Julia Roberts movie. Actually, yeah, I don't think I've seen this since I was a kid. Maybe like a teenager, and I'm kind of curious, want to see it again, just to be nostalgic. Mamma Mia! Another great... Honestly, this movie is pretty good. It's so much better than the first one. If you haven't seen it, I'd definitely give it a shot. Even if you don't like ABBA, the soundtrack's pretty good too. Yeah, I liked it. So I think with this movie, with Reservoir Dogs, this completes my Tarantino collection. I don't know why it took me so long to get this, but have it now. It's definitely not my favorite Tarantino movie. That would obviously be Pulp Fiction. It's by far my favorite, but this is pretty good. I mean, I don't think it's his worst movie. But even his worst movie, which a lot of people say is Death Proof, is still really good, in my opinion. So even his worst is not that bad. Wedding Crasher, great raunchy comedy from the aughts. God, I haven't seen it in a while, and looking forward to giving it a spin again. Oh, here, this is Rambo First Blood 2. I don't think I've seen this since I was a kid, so I definitely want to see. I haven't seen it in anything. I never saw it, obviously didn't see it in the movie theater. I was too young, and I don't think I've ever seen it in higher than like DVD quality, or even VHS, so this is going to be a treat. Robin Hood, Men in Tights. Love this movie. Mel Brooks. I mean, what else do I gotta say? The Sheriff in Nottingham, and wow, great funny movie. World War Z, another Brad Pitt movie. I think I got this one pretty cheap, but you know, I haven't seen it in a while, and I thought I'd pick it up and give it another spin. Rambo 3, another one I haven't seen in a while. I think they kind of make fun of this one in Hot Sharks Part 2. But definitely want to check this one out again. And again, I haven't seen it since I was a kid. American Assassin. Another one of these, like, it's just okay movies. Not a bad way to spend some time. Love Michael Keaton in anything. And that's all I gotta say, you know, about that. Goodfellas, another Martin Scorsese movie. Might be close to his best. I mean, again, I haven't seen this one in a long time, and this is gonna be a great excuse to watch it again. Twister. Oh my God. I saw this movie so many times. I had the VHS. I have it on VHS when I was a kid. Boy, Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt chasing tornadoes. I kind of learned about the whole tornado ratings, like the F1, F3, F5 thing through this movie. Thought it was very interesting. The 2008 Rambo reboot. Right? Thought it was good. It had some visceral action scenes where the guy, with the machete and stuff. Boy. And that gun where he like basically shoots this guy's head off. I think I haven't seen it in a while. Definitely want to take it for a spin. 13 Hours. Michael Bay. A lot of people give Michael Bay a lot of flack. But this was actually really might be underrated. I mean, it's got all of Bay's, lots of fast cuts and stuff, and a lot of like, it's got his style to it, but it's like in a warm. It's a really really solid entry in his filmography. I think Patrick Film is also. I'll link that video too. He's got a great exploration into his career, and he always mentions that he has 2 movies in the Criterion Collection. So there you go. Uncle Buck. Oh man, I love this movie. Has a warm place in my heart. John Candy. I love John Candy. It even has Macaulay Culkin as younger, before Home Alone. So I guess Candy plays Buck, who's kind of like been written off by his sister as an alcoholic, good for nothing gambler kind of guy, and he comes in and kind of basically saves the day. And good movie. Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. Had some pretty good laughs. I like anything that Kevin Smith does. I did enjoy this. Survivor. I thought it was good. I haven't seen it in years. I guess since it came out. But I did remember enjoying it. And if you like good war movies, solid movie. The Replacements. I kind of wanted to see this just to see Keanu Reeves play football. I haven't seen it since it came out. It's been like almost 20 years now. I can't believe it. So, and Gene Hackman, wow. But yeah, awesome. Can't wait to see it again. Sherlock Holmes, Guy Ritchie movie. Had kind of Guy Ritchie's, filming style is definitely here. I actually thought it was alright. It's one of those pretty okay movies. It's definitely better than the other ones, so I like this one the most. I think there was only just one other one. But yeah, this is alright. Point of No Return. I love this movie. I've seen this movie maybe half a dozen times, maybe even a dozen times when I was a kid. I think I recorded it off of HBO. Bridget Fonda kicks ass in this movie. She's like the original Atomic Blonde. It's like, I think it's 93, so it came out after T2 and Lindo Hamilton. It was kind of like not the first female badass. I mean, you got Sigourney Weaver's doing that since the 80s. And I'm sure there are others, and I apologize if I did not mention like an actress that kicked ass as well. But from recent times, but yeah, I highly recommend this movie. Great movie. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. DiCaprio, Pitt, Tarantino. It's a movie about Hollywood, the industry, and it's just characters you kind of want to hang out with them, and it's a fun movie, and it's got pretty badass ending, and also plays with history, because if you haven't seen the movie, it's based on the Manson murders. Requiem for a Dream. I remember watching this a lot when I was a teenager. Thought it was like edgy. Kind of gives me kind of like in the vein of Trainspotting in the way. It's kind of like hard to watch. But yeah, Jared Leto, Jennifer Connelly, Marlon Wayans is great, and I haven't seen it in 4K yet, so I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, that's the end of them. Hope that wasn't too boring. Again, I kind of like only buy movies once a year, so I won't be boring you with these like every month or so. I try to help the industry as much as I can, but at the same time I like to get as many movies as I can for my money, because why not? And I'm okay with waiting. I can be patient, and I'll just rent. I usually just kind of like rent the movie and watch it, or I'll stream it or something. And in the meantime, but eventually I'll get the physical copy so that I have it forever. But yeah, please like and subscribe, and let me know if you like this. All right, take it easy. So I can imagine that I'll be pretty surprised when I see the final total of what I actually spent. I kind of went overboard this year, I'm going to admit it. But, it's cool. I love movies.